what an atmosphere.
Here we go.
It's a sweat hit and a big hit.
So that was the moment where Pakistan completed a comprehensive victory after a clinical performance against Bangladesh here in the first test match in Rawalpindi. The catch for Asad Shafiq, with contributions from Shan Masood, from Babar Azam, Shaheen Shah Afridi, Naseem Shah, and in the end it was Yasir Shah as well. So an all-round performance from the Pakistani, a team performance that gave them a 1-0 lead in this two-match series. That's the match summary then. Bangladesh were put into bat. 233 is what they could manage. Pakistan in reply looked good, powered by those centuries from Babar Azam and Shan Masood. 445, and in the end Bangladesh well short of the intended target, and they lost the game by an innings and 44 runs. Hello and a very warm welcome to Straight Drive. Of course, Pakistan winning it in fine fashion to get a 1-0 lead. With me on Straight Drive, it is Ramiz Raja and the hero of the day for Pakistan, Yasir Shah. यासिर, सबसे पहले ये बताएं, 3-3 शाह हैं इस टीम में, तो बादशाहत तो पाकिस्तान की बनती है फिर?
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। सबसे पहले तो अल्लाह ताला का शुक्र अदा कर रहा हूँ, क्योंकि जिस तरह मेरी परफॉर्मेंस जा रही थी, जो लास्ट 2-3 टेस्ट मैचेस में आउट नहीं हो रहे थे और फॉर्म बॉलिंग थोड़ी सी अच्छी नहीं हो रही थी, तो अल्लाह का शुक्र है फॉर्म वापस आ गया। और जिस तरह मेरे साथ जो बॉलर्स है, शहीन शाह, बास है, नसीम शाह, दे बॉल वेरी वेल। और उनको ये कि ये यंग है और तकते नहीं है, अपनी एक जगह पे बॉल करते, जो पहला ओवर जिस स्पीड पे करते वो आखिरी ओवर भी उसी स्पीड पे करते, तो इनकी अच्छी बात है।
थकते तो आप भी नहीं है, बॉल डालते रहते हैं, ट्राई करते रहते हैं। कितना तो मुश्किल था जब विकेट्स नहीं मिल रही थी आपको, फर्स्ट इनिंग्स में भी, उससे पहले भी मुश्ताक अहमद के साथ आपने बहुत काम किया। आज की परफॉर्मेंस से कितने खुश हैं?
काफ़ी खुशी हुई है, क्योंकि अगर जिस तरह आप परफॉर्म नहीं करते और आप क्योंकि फ्रस्ट्रेट होते हो, क्योंकि 2-3 टेस्ट मैचेस से आउट नहीं हो रहे थे, तो उसमें मैंने काफ़ी मेहनत की अपनी बॉलिंग पे और मैं उस पर, क्योंकि मेरे फॉर्म वापस नहीं आती, थोड़ी सी बुरी बॉलिंग भी होती मैचेस में, तो ये कि लाइन लेंथ उस तरह नहीं आ रही थी, जिस तरह लाइन लेंथ पे बॉलिंग नहीं हो रही थी। तो
ऐसी 4 विकेट्स, ये आपकी 4 विकेट्स भी देख रहे हैं। जब आप बात करते हैं कि वैसी परफॉर्मेंस नहीं हो रही थी या परफॉर्मेंस नहीं हो रही थी, तो आप इसको डायरेक्टली रिलेट करते हैं विकेट्स लेने के हिसाब से, या कि बॉलिंग अच्छी नहीं हो रही थी? क्योंकि कई दफ़ा बॉल आप अच्छे करते हैं और अनलकी रहते हैं, कैच छूट जाते हैं, एक बड़ा अच्छा स्पेल होता है, लगता है कि विकेट्स मिलेंगी, आपको नहीं मिलती हैं। सो आपके लिहाज से जब आप कहते हैं कि मेरी बॉलिंग अच्छी नहीं हो रही थी, तो विकेट्स नहीं मिल रही थी, इस वजह से आप कह रहे हैं, या कि जनरली बॉलिंग एक जगह पे जहाँ करना चाह रहे थे वो नहीं हो रही थी?
मैं ये सिर्फ ये बात कर रहा हूँ, क्योंकि कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं आता। जब आप विकेट लेते हो तो आपको कॉन्फिडेंस आता है, आपका रिदम वापस आ जाता है। समटाइम आप अच्छी बॉलिंग करते हो, कैच ड्रॉप हो जाते हैं, लेकिन उसके बाद आपसे बुरी बॉल भी होते हैं, क्योंकि आपको उस तरह कॉन्फिडेंस, आपको विकेट मिलती है तो आपको कॉन्फिडेंस आ जाता है मैचेस में। तो यही मसला, थोड़ा सा कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं आ रहा था, क्योंकि एक जगह पे मुसलसल एक जगह पे बॉल नहीं होती।
ज़्यादा प्रेशर भी डाल देते हैं अपने, अपने ऐसा भी हुआ या नहीं?
नहीं, प्रेशर तो नहीं डाल रहा था, लेकिन कोशिश में ये कर रहा था कि अच्छे ओवर्स करूँ, लेकिन अच्छे ओवर्स नहीं होते। अच्छे बॉल तो हो रहे थे, लेकिन अच्छे ओवर्स नहीं होते, जिसकी वजह से कॉन्फिडेंस वापस नहीं आ रहा था। लेकिन अभी सेकंड इनिंग में, पहले इनिंग में भी अच्छी बॉलिंग हुई है, और सेकंड इनिंग में जो बॉलिंग की है, बस कोशिश यही की है कि एक जगह पे बॉल करे और अपने रिदम के साथ।
अच्छा, हम बात कर रहे थे टेक्निकल एतबार से, गूगली उसके ऊपर कुछ ख़ास काम किया है मुश्ताक के साथ, या जनरली आप समझते हैं कि टेस्ट क्रिकेट में आपको थोड़ा सा अपना टेक्निकल एतबार से नई कहानी गढ़नी पड़ेगी? क्योंकि जब अच्छी पिचेस पे आप बॉलिंग करते हैं तो ये जो टॉयज़ कहलाते हैं, जो एड ऑन्स होते हैं, इसकी ज़रूरत पड़ती है।
अभी मैंने वर्क किया, क्योंकि जो मैं बॉलिंग करता हूँ तो मैं फ्लाइट बहुत कम होती है, लूप के साथ बॉल कम जाता है, क्योंकि मैं ज़्यादातर ये कि विकेट्स पे खेला हूँ वहाँ पे, तो वहाँ पे आपको स्किट बॉल स्किट होता है, और वहाँ पे आप थोड़ा सा तेज़ करते हो तो आपको तब विकेट्स मिलते हैं। तो यहाँ पे ये है कि पाकिस्तान टोटली चेंज है, यहाँ पे आपको लूप के साथ बॉल करना पड़ेगा, थोड़ा सा स्लो करना पड़ेगा, मिक्स बॉलिंग करनी पड़ेगी। आप
यार एक बात आप बताएं कि हमने देखा है कि आप लोग पश्तो में काफ़ी बात करते हैं, आप शाहीन और नसीम शाह, वो क्या राज की बातें हैं, वो क्या आप करते हैं जो वर्क कर जाती हैं?
ये कि एक दूसरे को बताते रहते हैं, एक दूसरे को उठाते रहते हैं, क्योंकि जो अक्सर अगर फास्ट बॉलर थक जाते हैं तो उनको मोटिवेट करते हैं एक दूसरे को, और आते हैं एक दूसरे को कहते भी हैं कि जब विकेट नहीं गिरते तो एक दूसरे को ये भी कहते हैं कि अपना हिस्सा डालो, मतलब विकेट ले लो। तो यही हमारी कन्वर्सेशन होती है अब्बास के साथ भी, क्योंकि जब अब्बास
समझ गए
नहीं, उनको उर्दू में बात करते हैं, जब वो उनके साथ भी बात करते हैं तो इस तरह ही होता है कि अब्बास भाई इस तरह है, वो अब्बास भाई भी आते हैं हमें बताते रहते हैं कि इस तरह आउट करो, तुम्हारी ये क्लास नहीं, ये क्लास है तुम्हारी, वो इस तरह भी कहते हैं।
आप फिर उनकी, अगर वो आउट नहीं आजकल तो नहीं करे, उनकी क्लास लीजिएगा।
जाते जाते बस ये बताते जाएं कि पाकिस्तान ने डिसीजन रिव्यू सिस्टम कैसे मास्टर कर लिया है, तकरीबन 100% रहा है। क्या रिजवान पर ज्यादा भरोसा हो गया है या आपस में
पढ़ाई बहुत की है? पढ़ाई
नहीं, कोशिश यही होती है कि रिजवान को ज्यादा पता होता है, क्योंकि हम बॉलर तो फॉलो थ्रू में आगे चला जाता है, उनको पता ज़्यादा नहीं होता, लेकिन हम रिजवान के साथ काफ़ी डिस्कस करते हैं इस चीज़ के बारे में, तो वो बताते रहता है रिजवान काफ़ी।
थैंक यू सो मच एंड गो वेल
एंड
कीप गोइंग वेल फॉर पाकिस्तान। थैंक्स अ लॉट। अभी बैठे, हम ब्रेक लेंगे, फिर आप उठ के जाइएगा। We'll head into a very short break here on Straight Drive and be right back with a lot more. Here, stay with us. So 60 points for Pakistan for winning this test match, which means they're 140 points for them, within touching distance of England. England, of course, play their test series against Sri Lanka after this, and Pakistan will be playing against England over the summers before they wrap this series up in April too. Bangladesh still languishing at the bottom. Oh, welcome back to Straight Drive. And Athar has also joined us. For Bangladesh, it was very desperate. Now, it gets even more desperate as you are finding it hard to win a test match.
Look, I'm not going to make any excuses, but realistically speaking, in a longest format, if you miss a couple of key players, then it just gets more and more difficult to stay in the game. They batted poorly in the first innings. When they got an opportunity, they lost 2 wickets, but then there was a partnership between the skipper and Nazmul Hasan Shanto, which was the same in the second innings, but they could not convert it. But if they had players like Mushfiqur Rahim or Shakib Al Hassan, for that, just for the sake of argument, then they would have a little bit of more stability, because knowing that they've scored so many runs in the past, so missing out key players, it's really not good for any team. You can get away in the shorter form of the game without the key players. I can tell you that, because youngsters will come in and look to score runs quickly and pick up wickets. Fielding will be very of high standard, but in the longest format, you need experience. I think that was missing out.
Contrastingly, for Pakistan, they couldn't have asked for better results. Ramiz, at home, the actual home, winning with huge margins against Sri Lanka as well as Bangladesh now.
Yeah, they produced the goods. As I mentioned at the presentation also, you've got to put in the same amount of effort as if you're playing at any top-tier side. So, I mean, they had to be consistent and outstanding in all the sessions of the first 4 days, and that's how you win test matches. It's a hard grind. You have a plan, you execute your plans, and they have a fantastic bowling department as well. And I'm a firm believer that the team that has a better bowling attack will eventually go on to tease you, trouble you, and win more matches. And I think Pakistan are just in that process of getting that department in order. I mean, it is still raw, it is still young, it is still work in progress, but you can see light at the end of the tunnel, and if they continue to play at home, I'm sure they'll get better results and get that self-belief and confidence when they go abroad for a series.
Yeah, a lot of confidence from these young stars from Pakistan, especially Shaheen Afridi and Naseem Shah. Let's see what made it to our Jagna to Padega moments, brought to you by Nescafe.
Jagna to Padega moments presented by Nescafe. Jagna to Padega.
That's the Jagna to Padega moment. He had a wonderful drive before that, and then once the Yorker came inside, it was a bit too late, Mominul.
Yeah, I mean, this is a turning point of today's play, because he's batting so well. He looked organised and suddenly was beaten by a ball that was coming in at pace, and it was kind of a faulty technique. Fell across, fell over, and missed a straighter line. But, he looked the part. He played a captain's knock. His body language doesn't tell us anything about his resolve and commitment. But, in technical terms, he's a very, very matured and a good player.
Yeah, very much poker-faced whenever we see him in the field, and he's batting as well, completely unfazed. There's a trend in this test match. Incidentally, we've seen that whenever you start the day, there is a fall of wickets. So it feels as if that जाग नहीं रहे अजहर भाई बहुत जल्दी the batsmen themselves.
Yeah, I know. It's also a case of some poor shot selection. I mean, and if you realize, I mean, what you just mentioned, that in each and every session, at the start of every session, they started to lose wickets. Even Bangladesh picked up wickets in the same fashion. So you, as a batsman, as a team, the team manager need to pass the message very quickly that you need to be extra watchful, especially in the first 10 overs or so of any session when you go on to bat. But they've played some loose shots and they paid a heavy price. And it has happened throughout the 4 days that we have seen. Wickets kept falling after wickets when the session started.
Yeah, it's been across the board. It's not only about Bangladesh. Pakistanis have also lost wickets when it started. But bowlers seem to have had a nice cup of coffee and they're very, very fresh. And that is why they are very fast as well. Let's check out what made it to our top gun of the day, presented by Mizan. हर चीज Mizan में अच्छी लगती है.
Top Gun of the Day, presented by Mizan. हर चीज मिजान में अच्छी लगती है.
Both genuine quicks from Pakistan, bowling at over 144, 145 channels.
I think Shaheen Shah Afridi probably took it to his heart when he was here for an interview, and I teased him saying that 135 is not great speed, so you've got to just amp it up a little. And today he produced a blistering spell. Every ball almost touching 140 plus, and it was a quality that had force and that had pace. I mean, you need to have the length, the quality to back the pace, and he had everything this morning.
The Bangladesh batsman, of course, wouldn't be happy with you now, Ramiz, that you G'd him up.
This is Test cricket.
Bowling, more
You've
than
got
145.
to man up to it. Man up to it.
Talking of batter, one boy who's turned out to be a man now, and really, I think heartening performances from him, and that hat-trick, just can't get that out of the mud. And that is the story of this test match too. Let's see what is the strongest performance, brought to you by Amreli Steel, building for life.
Strongest performance, presented by Amreli Steel, building for life.
It's more than 16 times that we have mentioned the 16-year factor from this young and very, very sensational talent.
When you see a young bowler, when you see a youngster, a seamer who can extract some serious pace, this is exciting time for any team. This is exciting time for Pakistan, not exciting time for Bangladesh, because he was quick. He was bowling at really good pace and he was hitting the target. You can go all over the place if you're trying to overdo it and trying to bowl as quickly as possible, but he was dead straight and he was on the mark.
Yeah, very much top of the heap now, beating Alok Kapali, and before that it was Abdul Razak. I mean, did you think this will take some doing to beat this record? Like 16 is too young.
It's too young, absolutely too young, and that's why his performance has to be praised. It has to make world headlines, because this is not what you often see on a test or in a test arena. I think the thing that is to be liked regarding his bowling is that he knows how to bowl. At 16, his radar is up. He knows what lengths to bowl, round the stumps, angle to a left-hander, and then, it is a very difficult art to get a left-hander out leg before from round the wicket stumps, because there's about 70% chance of the ball missing the stumps down the leg side, but he got it absolutely spot on almost every time. So he knows the angle, he knows what his role is, but it has to be simplified role. You can't just load him with extra stuff. The training method has got to be simple. The workload has to be simple. He's got to be nourished and nurtured and properly looked after. He's still young. The body is still sort of going through as I mentioned, rigors of test match cricket. It's not easy, because every session you've got to perform the same way, produce the same form. Can't be easy for a 16-year-old.
He's got a really good hand to work around with. Don't forget, Waqar, he's the one who knows all about fast bowling, reverse swinging.
He knows a bit.
He knows how to bowl quick on flat tracks. And if he can handle that situation, that relationship between the coach and the youngster, then he can turn out to be another Waqar or even Wasim or Imran.
And Waqar would know a thing or two about bowling quick because when he was 20, he broke his back and couldn't be with us for the 92 World Cup. So he would know the importance of loading up a young kid with proper work. You can't just go absolutely, at full throttle and try to do stuff or make it tough for him and ask him to do stuff which is beyond him.
So Waqar, by experience as well, can tell Naseem Shah how to stay fit. Okay, then talking about simplicity of Naseem Shah, we have the Seedhi Saadi moments brought to you by Super Seedhi Saadi Khushi Ka Maza.
Seedhi Saadi Khushi, presented by Super. Seedhi Saadi Khushi Ka Maza.
सीधी सादी और बहुत ही अहमियत की हामिल ये खुशी पाकिस्तान के लिए रमीज।
बिल्कुल, और फील्डर ठीक ठाक उन्होंने चुना इसलिए कि इनके कैच छुट रहे थे और कीपर ने भी जो है वो कॉल नहीं किया। अमूमी तौर पे कीपर की कैच होता है, मगर असद शफीक कमिटेड फील्डर है, मेहनत करते हैं, फिटनेस भी ठीक ठाक है। बाय द वे फिटनेस सब टीम की बड़ी अच्छी लगी, फील्डिंग एफर्ट बहुत ही जानदार था। जो अब्बास भी ठीक ठाक लग रहे थे, आबिद अली स्प्रिंट लगा रहे थे 100 माइल्स एन आवर के ऊपर, तो आपको पता चल गया होगा कि ब्लीप टेस्ट में वो फ्लाइंग कलर से पास हुए हैं।
बिल्कुल, I think that has been the case as well. आबिद अली, पाकिस्तानी फिटनेस has looked really good to say as well.
मैं एक आपको जल्दी से किस्सा बता दूं, वो अर्जुना राणा टुंगा को उन्होंने फिट करने की कोशिश की और उनके ब्लीप टेस्ट करवाया, इधर भगा उधर डाइट प्लान दिया, उन्होंने अंडे पे अंडे करना शुरू कर दिए, तो उसके बाद उन्होंने कहा भाई मुझे मोटा ही पसंद है।
ये इंतजाम के साथ भी हुआ था।
अच्छा नहीं, मगर मैं आबिद अली को ये सजेशन दूंगा कि फिटनेस तो जरूरी है मगर फॉर्म भी बहुत जरूरी है, उससे कहीं ज्यादा जरूरी है। तो फिट तो दिख रहे हैं मगर बल्ले के साथ फिट उनको अगली इनिंग्स में होना है, मगर क्या आउटस्टैंडिंग उनका करियर शुरू हुआ है।
What an excellent thing. Abid Ali ka bhi, Naseem Shah ka bhi. On the Seedhi Saadi moments of this test match, Athar, what was your Seedhi Saadi moment of the test match?
Obviously, if you look at the performances from Pakistan, they literally outplayed Bangladesh in all departments of the game. But what really caught my eye, it's the youngster. The kid is a fast bowler.
I thought you were going to mention his puff.
The Seedhi Saadi.
We've been talking about his puffs for such a long time. We want to get that out of the equation.
And about time.
I think it's exciting for me as far as I see. Whenever I see a young gun bowling us out with great pace, I think he's an exciting prospect and really excites me when he comes on to bowl.
आप कुछ अलग बता दें सीधी सादी मोमेंट।
सीधी सादी मोमेंट यही है कि आपका पफ देख देख के मैं पक गया हूँ।
अब मेरे ख्याल से खाना पकने का भी वक्त हो गया।
सीधा सादा मोमेंट ये कि आप अगली दफा जब आएंगे तो थोड़ा सा कम पफ बनाएंगे। क्या
हाइट
अब आगे बढ़े।
मुझे लग रहा है थोड़ा वजन में नहीं था ये।
वजन में जब अगली दफा आएंगे तो पफ कम बनाएंगे।
वाह क्या बात है आपकी। हम इसी बात पर एक छोटी सी ब्रेक भी बनाएंगे। Welcome back to Straight Drive. Now, of course, for Pakistan with the bat, the star of the show was Babar Azam, 143 for him. He would have, of course, loved to get more, but in terms of the match, a very significant century and performance.
It was a very good contribution for the team, but we didn't see the true classy Babar Azam in this innings. You know, he was dropped when he was only 2, and that was really the turning point. But good thing about Babar Azam is that he understands the value of good form. He understands the value of batting well, batting deep, playing sessions, and he's got a simple game plan because he's technically efficient. Back and across, his technique is in order. You know, that series against Australia has given him a lot of confidence, and he has not looked back. So all the young batsmen need to take a leaf out of his book. You know, how to organize your innings, how to be there, have that test mind engaged and switched on, because let's not forget he could easily go the T20 way because he's been mighty successful. Average of 50, he could go the one-day way as well. But what is decided to do is to ask himself that, look, this is a different format, and he's checked in for a longer period compared to what he does in T20s.
Yeah, he's a man that can adjust to all three formats now when looking for bigger things in world cricket. Okay then, what has made to our turning point of the test match itself? It's brought to you by 7up. Manalo Food ka love with 7up.
Turning point presented by Manalo Food Club with 7 Up.
That seems to be the turning point of the test match. Not a lot on the board for Babar Azam, and this opportunity was squandered by Ibadat.
You have to have fielders who will grab those chances. And I think that was should have been taken in this where the way he fielded. But I thought he was going away from the ball instead of attacking towards the ball. And if you drop chances of a player of the capability that Babar Azam has, then you will have to pay a really big price. You have to have fielders supporting the bowlers. Early in the innings, you drop a catch and he scores 143. I mean, you can't really get out of that situation. Creating opportunities, you have got to give the bowler the credit, but poor display of how to catch a ball from Ibadat definitely hurt them badly, took them out of the game so quickly, and he's a class act. I think important for everyone to realize how he builds up his innings also. He's a class act. He's got all the shots in the book, but how to go bat session after session and just to be patient enough to rotate the strike, and if there's a boundary ball, he hardly misses a loose delivery. He's an excellent player, but that was a poor miss.
Yeah, it turned out to be extremely expensive for Bangladesh, but it started with Shan Masood, Pakistan, right at the top, scored that 100, exact 100 eventually for him. He looked extremely good too.
Yeah, I mean, he knows his limitations. He's not a big driver through the offside. His front foot doesn't really sort of come down the pitch. His front foot play needs to improve, and it was a marked improvement, by the way, because nothing wrong with his technique through the leg side. His temperament was challenged in Test cricket, and I think he's made a strong comeback. Never easy to make a comeback and prove yourself. That takes a lot out of you, but you know, he's realized the importance of consistency, and so if Pakistan can have an in-form opener, I think that'll keep them in good stead come other Test series, because good teams have good openers, good opening bowlers, and a solid wicket keeper, and I think Pakistan is building towards that theme.
Yeah, as you've been mentioning earlier on in this test match as well, that his performances in South Africa, he was making a comeback, was the one really praiseworthy, and now these conditions are relatively easier for the batsman too, but they were not short of dramas during his innings, and that is made to our Tuck Moments, brought to you by Tuck. Halki Pulki Bhook mein Halka Phulka Tuck.
Tuck Moments presented by Halki Phulki Bhook mein Halka Phulka Tuck.
अभी इस पे हम बहुत बात कर चुके हैं।
बात ये है कि किसी ने टक नहीं सुनी, टक की आवाज ही नहीं सुनी, और मेरा मानना ये है कि जब आप फॉर्म में होते हैं तो DRS भी आप ठीक पढ़ना शुरू हो जाते हैं, और जब आपकी नहीं बन रही होती और समझ नहीं आ रही होती तो स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड ऐसी कॉल भी आप मिस कर जाते हैं. How did the keeper miss that?
I was on air and we asked the producer to repeat that, and we kept absolutely 100% pin drop silence because we wanted to actually hear, was there any, we could hear anything. And to be very, very honest, I could not hear anything, but there was certainly an edge according to the ultra edge, and because there was a crowd around, they've been shouting, they might have missed it, but that is also a big miss. He was actually batting out, I think, 86 at that moment, but you still want to get an opportunity, get a new batsman in, but part of the game. Quite surprised.
Maybe keeper needs a hearing aid or something. No?
What about the bowler?
Yeah, bowler. How can bowlers shy away from an appeal?
Yeah,
never happens. Hardly ever happens.
Yeah, even if it beats the bat and things are not going, you
half
just
an appeal is good
it,
enough for a DRS these days.
Half an appeal, yeah. Say that. Okay, then we'll move on to the Tez innings presented by Surf Excel. 100% मुश्किल दाग निकाले ज़्यादा तेज.
Tez innings presented by Surf Excel. 100% मुश्किल दाग निकाले ज़्यादा तेज.
हारिस सोहेल ने तेजी दिखाई एट द क्रीज.
वैसे आपसे तेज कोई नहीं है. हारिस सोहेल के लिए इम्पोर्टेंट इनिंग्स थी, इसलिए कि थोड़े से बुझे से थे. ऑस्ट्रेलिया टूर के ऊपर तो बाउंसर इनको अच्छे खासे हुए, फिर दूसरे टेस्ट मैच में ड्रॉप भी हो गए. सो एक तरह से कम बैक है. श्रीलंका के अगेंस्ट कराची में भी ठीक बैटिंग नहीं की. स्पिन को अच्छा खेलते हैं. आई थिंक वहाँ पे भी एक चीज़ मिस कर दी बांग्लादेश ने. ताजुल को बहुत ओवर्स करवा दिए इनके अगेंस्ट, और कॉन्फिडेंस आ जाता है क्योंकि सिंगल्स भी मिली, छिक्के भी लगाए इन्होंने. सो मैं समझता हूँ टेक्टिकली भी जब ये अगले मैच के लिए आएंगे तो ये चीज़ें अपने जेहन में लेके जाएं. ये बहुत ही अच्छे रेफरेंस पॉइंट्स हैं टू बिकम बेटर इन द नेक्स्ट टेस्ट मैच. बट दाद देनी पड़ेगी, प्रेशर में थे हारिस और बहुत ही अच्छा खेलते. इनकी टाइमिंग लाजवाब है, ऑफ साइड का प्ले बहुत ही शानदार है और स्पिन को तो बहुत ही पसंद करते हैं, बहुत तेज हैं उस मामले में.
बिल्कुल, बहुत ज़्यादा प्रेशर है उन पे, क्योंकि फवाद आलम जो कि डोमेस्टिक में बहुत ज़्यादा परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं, वो इस वक्त स्क्वाड में हैं बट बहुत ज़्यादा जोर से नॉक कर रहे हैं डोर टू गेट इन. सो इट्स अ गुड प्रॉब्लम टू हैव फॉर पाकिस्तान. विल टेक अ वेरी शॉर्ट ब्रेक हियर. व्हेन वी कम बैक we'll have a lot more on the other side. Welcome back to a sunny Pindi Cricket Stadium, and there's a lot to look forward to over the summers on 10 Sports and Sony Live app. UEFA Euro 2020 is coming your way starting from 12th of June. If that's not enough, then we have the big one, the Olympics, this time in Japan, starting from 24th of July to August 9. All the more reason to download 10 Sports and download the Sony Live app and see all the action on TV on 10 Sports, so you can catch all the big ticket action from the world of sport. Talking about catches, let's see what made it to a safe hands. Brought to you by Lifebuoy. Bade khwaab, badi hifazat.
Safe Hands presented by Lifebuoy. Bade ख्वाब, badi hifazat.
That's the final moment. The catch by Asad Shafiq. In general भी फील्डिंग पाकिस्तान की अच्छी रही है.
ठीक रही है, फिट दिखे हैं. आसान नहीं होता कि उसी एनर्जी से आप हर सेशन को टैकल करें. एक दो कैच मिस हुए ज़रूर. रिजवान की कीपिंग बैंड द स्टम्प्स अच्छी थी, क्योंकि वो आपका एक फलक्रम है. वो जो है ना, वो सारी टीम को लेके चलते हैं और अगर आपका कीपर स्ट्रांग है तो बहुत हौसला मिलता है. स्लिप कॉर्डन बहुत इंप्रूव्ड है, बहुत अच्छे अच्छे कैचेस देखने को मिले हैं जब से कि पाकिस्तान में टेस्ट मैचेस शुरू हुए हैं, और इसी तरह से कंटिन्यू करना है, इसलिए कि इनको भूख होनी चाहिए जीतने की, क्योंकि ओवरसीज ट्रिप्स में मार पड़ी है पाकिस्तान को. सो सब कहते थे घर में क्रिकेट खेलेंगे, जीतेंगे, हौसला आएगा, और एग्जैक्टली ऐसा हो रहा है. मगर पैडल से पाँव हटाने का नहीं है बॉस, और इसी तरह से खेलने का है.
From Bangladesh's perspective, it is for the split series. You play a series in between the two test matches too. What's for them then?
Well, they go back and take on Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is there to play us back home, starting with a test match. And I would like to see the players putting their hands up, especially the batsmen, to get back in some sort of form with the bat, playing at home conditions. So it should go in their favour. Ones who are getting set will need to convert this starts into a big one, and obviously get to know how to bowl on these dry surfaces. Because
do you know, Athar, can you tell whether any under 19 kid or members will make it against Zimbabwe in a test match?
Maybe not in a test match, or perhaps maybe in the shorter form, because we're playing also 3 one-day nationals and 3 T20s. Because instead of just asking the youngsters to come straight away from under 19 to play a test match without having any kind of experience to play longest format, might be a little bit difficult. But there are some.
But Zimbabwe is an ideal team to blood them in.
I know, and it is important for the authorities and the selectors to realize that if they're thinking there's some future, there is a lot of future in Bangladesh under 19 team. Maybe there are a couple of players who might be given an opportunity, and they've got, if they do, then they've got to grab those with both hands, because they've got some serious talent in that under 19 World Cup winning team.
Really.
First time, Bangladesh will be back in April when they will play against Pakistan. So it's one-day international, and then there's the second test match in Karachi. Both games in Karachi. Much better weather conditions as well eventually in April.
Karachi will be sort of tropical compared to Lahore. Lahore can get warm. Pindi can get a bit warmer. It's already hot here in midday sun. But I mean, it is tough for Bangladesh. I mean, they chose this itinerary. I don't know why. Maybe there was some perception regarding touring Pakistan early on, but I'm sure that perception would have been cleared. But this is a tough gig for them, because it's a staggered tour. To switch on and switch off can't be easy. So I hope for the best, and I just hope that we see a more competitive test match.
You been going around here, has the perception changed for the better?
Yeah, it has. I mean, I know that my fellow commentator has been going north and south, so not a problem at all. But it also boils down to what the authorities back home feel, how the players feel. Have the players have only come out and played the game and stayed in the hotel? Have they gone out and visited few places? So I think the more they come, they've started to feel a little bit more relaxed. And we've been here once.
Yeah.
Now they've been here twice, and mind you, we'll be back here for the third time. So certainly that should change in favor of.
But you can always tell them your experiences, and that should help because it's first hand.
I've been sharing my experiences with them for a very, very long time.
Thank you so much. You're a great friend and a great ambassador of Pakistan.
And a great hat.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Athar. Thank you so much, Ramiz bhai, and a very happy birthday.
Thank
you once again. The cake was good.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so
well,
much.
Travel safe.
Thank you.
Yep, absolutely. And that is all we have on Straight Drive. And we leave you with refreshing moments brought to you by Tapal Danedar. तो चलती रहे तुम मैं और एक कप चाय. Tapal Danedar. This is Zohaib Hussain signing off from Straight Drive.
Refreshing moments presented by तो चलती रहे तुम मैं और एक कप चाय Tapal Danedar.